Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 68 of the Weekly Tanks Replay with me, Hijak, and today I'm bringing you a double replay in the Excalibur, which is, if you're unfamiliar with this tank, it is a reward tank for the Second Front campaign, the first reward tank that you can get by playing the 4 mission groups for nations instead of individual tank classes. So you have nations for block, which are German and Japanese, Union, which is Chinese and Russian, Alliance, which is British, American, and Polish, and Coalition, which is French, Italian, and Swedish. So you complete all sets of 15 of those missions and you get this reward tank. You get this tank as a reward. Now, the Excalibur is often overlooked and underplayed, and it's actually, if you can get a grasp on its gameplay, it's actually really fun, at least in my opinion. It's a casemate type tank destroyer, but it's got an oscillating turret that turns about 190 degrees total from side to side. So it allows you to get some really weird shot angles and stuff like that. So you can see that I haven't moved here and on that, but I'm still able to shoot and aim at that T-67 even though I'm aiming forward. So you can see there I took a shot from a 3002M off in the tree line on the map Glacier. So it's a decent tank destroyer in my opinion. It does have a pretty okay gun. It reloads about 3.6 seconds with a gun rammer and a decent crew. But it doesn't have a whole lot of pen. It has a pen of 165 pen with 150 alpha. So you can see there I've got a couple of good shots in on that AMD 178B there. Overall, it is I've found it to be quite an enjoyable tank to play. It will struggle if you take it into tier 8s, but overall, I generally see no higher than tier 7s with it. In this current match, we're in a tier 6-5 match, so the matchmaking was very kind to us when I played this match. I believe it was back in July of 2020. Now I've been trying to mark the Excalibur in my garage, and I've only played about 40 or 50 battles in it, and it's been enjoyable. I have to say that I haven't not liked it. It hasn't been consistent in some matches, but I have had some pretty good matches, and these 2 that I'm going to show you today are going to be some of the better of the ones that I've had. Now, I know you see a lot of really good matches when you watch video replays on YouTube and stuff like that, but this one, you know, I'm an average player playing with average skill, and I seem to make this thing work for me. So right now we're down 1-6. So at this point, it's pretty much a loss. Or is it? Well, I guess only time will tell, right? So I was camping that bush at E8 for some TD snipes and stuff like that. But you can see that they've pushed pretty hard down the mountain pass road over on the 0 line. So I've now fallen back as all my support has disappeared. All that's left to defend the base is a Skoda T25 and a Wolverine, and I got spotted crossing the little gap there, so I'm falling back around the slope, trying to get to a good position. Spotted again, because the Cavalier and the Cheeto are in the center, but let's see, it's now 3-7, so we've clawed ourselves back a little bit. Now it's nice that this P43 just sits there, and I put one blind shot into him, and it doesn't look like he moved. Oh, but then he gets spotted. Oh, it's a Jagdpanzer. Okay. I thought that was the P43, but I was wrong. So Glacier is a weird map, especially in this particular fight, because the heavies have done their job, and now they've lost. And the mediums did not do their job, so we've just lost basically our entire heavy team in the 1-2 area has now just disappeared and vanished. So we're now down 5-9. We're still down by 4 tanks. We just can't get any leeway in this match. I've only done 196 damage, but I've done 665 spotting, which is okay, I guess. Now the equipment I have fitted on this tank would be a gun rammer, camo net, and binos. And it's just that's pretty much my standard loadout for a tank destroyer, as I try not to get spotted, but also use the camo abilities of the tank to its fullest. So you can see I put a nice shot into the ELC even right there, and our ELC, you know what I'm trying to say, Amex ELC, the tier 5 light tank, and then we put some shots down into the P43, but he's managed to fall back. So I'm trying to get some better positioning here. You can see I've got my turret cranked all the way to the right. It's now 6 to 10. The 3002M is pushed way up into the center ramp there, so I'll bounce one shot because that one went kind of derpy onto the top of its tank. Yeah, why not? If we can't do it once, why not do it, or do it once? Why can't do it a third time? And there we go. Twice, 3 times, 3 shots at that 3002M, and all 3 did not do any damage. Thank you, RNG. Okay, so then we got a Cavalier. He dies. I fire after he's dead. Wow. So I've done 483 damage now, 665 assistance. You're probably thinking, so what's so great about this match? Well, it ain't over yet. We're now back 8 till 11, so we pulled it back within 3. There's a T-67 off to my left, or off to my right. So we were down by 6, then we pulled it back to 5, then 4, then 3, and now we're only down by 2 tanks. There's a P43. Take him out with a snapshot as soon as I finish reloading. Now we're only down by 1 tank. 10 to 11. We've managed to pull this one back. This is what I was talking about. This is how you can never give up on a match. If the team can manage to get their guns in the game, you can definitely pull huge losses back and get yourselves into the match. So I've only done 600 damage, 665 assists. So to me, I'm okay. I'd say a good match for me in this tank is about 1,000 damage. But we will see what we can get there. So there's the Jackson. He's pulling up the middle. The aim time on this thing is pretty quick. So I put 1 shot down there, put 2 shots. Not spotted, so, and then that one hits the rock face, so I know that he's pulled back. He wasn't tracked or anything like that. Now, we're only down by 1 tank, so it's still possible for us to eke out a win here. But you have to be thinking that, is this team good enough? The Skoda T25's 81 hit points, so he's a one-shot for everybody, including if he gets splashed by Artie. Not even a direct hit. He's done. P43 Biz, he's just sitting on the ramp to the aircraft carrier. I don't know what he's doing over there. Probably going to try and get some spots for us, which is a good idea. I'm guarding base because there's the Yag Tiger or Yag Panzer IV, and then the Skoda T25 spots the VK3002M. So I need to pull out and get shots on him, and I do. The Skoda played it really well and managed to take him out. So good job on the Skoda. And he's fallen back too, which is a good play as well. So P43 Biz is going to spot for us, but he has to realize that when your whole team is back here and you're spotting up here, all you're spotting for is our single Artie. None of us can get up there and shoot. But I guess that's what the Artie's wanting. So there's the M10 RBFM. So I put 1 shot into him and I reload just a little bit slow. But then there's the Panzer IV, the Egg Panzer, so I don't have shots on him. He kills the Skoda T25. We're still down by 1 tank now at this point. And we know where 3 of their 4 tanks were spotted last. That bodes well for us. Now, in lies the problem. So Artie's asking Excalibur, come help me spot. Well, I am spotting for him. I don't know what else he was expecting me to do, like go YOLO in there and die, but... So, it scores 11 to 12. He guarantees, so the Skoda T25 guarantees that the Yag Tiger hasn't moved. I've now done 749 damage, so, you know, just a moderate amount of damage for this match. Nothing spectacular, nothing extraordinary, but, you know, a moderate amount. I know I have at least 1 more blind shot on that Jackson, so we'll see what that looks like in the end plates. But so far, we're slowing right down. The Jackson destroys the P43 Biz as the Jackson pushed up the ramp. That leaves us down by 2 tanks. I know now that we've pretty much lost because I have no chance of defending the base against 3 tanks. But I am still not going to give up on this match because there's still damage to be had. And when you want to mark a tank, damage is key. Wins and losses don't matter. It's all about how much damage you can do each match. So now we're in the waiting game. The enemy has the advantage. They're up by 2 tanks. It's time for them to push. So Jagdpanzer 4 gets spotted going up the ramp. So I guess he ran to the middle, which is kind of a weird play for him. But in any case, it's all good. He hasn't spotted me, but I have spotted him. So now I'm just waiting for him to cross the threshold of that ramp. And he sits right behind that tank wreck. So I put 1 shot into him, which tracks him. Still not spotted. He falls back. I put a 2nd shot into him, tracking him again. Oh, the luck on this end. The 3rd shot takes him out. Now, it's only a 1 tank advantage. Now I'm feeling better at this match. Never give up. That should be the title of this replay. Never give up. We're down by 1. It's 12-13. 1 already on each side. It's basically up to whoever spots. I spot the M10 RBFM. I do get spotted, but he puts a shot into me. I auto aim 1 shot. I get hit by the leaf blower on the enemy team. 2 shots. Get tracked. I missed. Come on. Get him, get him. I get spotted again. The M41's moving. Dodge a shot from the leaf blower. I know the leaf blower's got about an 8 to 9 second reload, so I got to get moving. Spot the M10 again and take him out before he can take a shot. Of course, I get spotted. Gotta move, gotta move. This is where the stress is the game is now tied. 13-13. The Jackson was last spotted up on the other side of where the M41 is. So I'm trying to get positioning on him so I can get unspotted. Fall back. There's the Jackson. Up on the hill. He's looking. He's hunting for TD. He's hunting for Artie. He hit the Artie once. He's going to hit the Artie a 2nd time. I'm trying to get to a position to shoot him, but he's behind the rocks. Our Artie gets killed by the Jackson. It's now up to me. Oh my. I've switched to premium rounds because this is the oh shit go time. So premium rounds, I cannot miss. I cannot bounce. I need to pen or it's over. So I'm using the rock as cover. There's the Jackson. He's coming down this slope there. He's at least a 2 shot for me if I roll my average. 355. 2 minutes left on the clock. This is turning into a nail biter. Alright, I know the Jackson. I have a feeling the Jackson was going to come around the other side of the ramp, knowing that I went down the other side when I left after killing the M10 RBFM. So I'm going to move this way and see what I can get for the Jackson. We got 1:35 left on the clock. We're down by 1 tank. I knocked down a tree. Someone's in the base. Who is in the base? Is it the leaf blower or the Jackson? They've now left the base. They've seen probably this tree falling down. And it's the Jackson. There's the Jackson. He gets spotted. Leaf blower gets spotted as well, but I can't focus on that. 1 into the Jackson. I rolled medium. Rolled right on the money. I missed. There's a leaf blower. Put 1 shot into him. He's a 1 shot for me now if I high roll. Missed that one. Reloaded. I take a hit from the leaf blower. Tracks and turret are down. I blind shot him. Can't see him. I can't outspot him either. It's the best spotting vehicle in the game right now. 390 base V range. What am I going to do? How am I going to eke out a win on this? 30 seconds remaining on the clock. 2 kills. Both tanks are 1 shots for me. As long as I don't low roll. I need to get into position. 20 seconds. Trying to get the spots off. Come on, spot them. Spot them. Come on, guy. Come on. There's the leaf blower. I bounce. With I bounce and already he bounces. I shoot him. Now it's just up to get the Jackson. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Jackson shows up behind me. And it's a draw. What a close match. So at the end of that match, it was a draw, of course, but I got a Master Badge First Class Firefighter Effect Fighter, Duelist, and Bruiser, as well as the High Caliber for the 2,448 damage. That was a nail-biter. Let's go take a look at the next. Okay, here we are in the second match with the Excalibur. This time we're on the map of Redshire, and it's an all Tier 6 match. So pretty good matchmaking so far that I've seen in this tank, and it is a lot of fun. So Tier 6, I'm in a tank destroyer on Redshire. There is a few heavies in the match. So I'm going to go support the heavies because that's usually where the teams fail the most, is the heavies pushing the blimp seem to always fail. So I have a nice little spot that I go to up on this back ridge here over in B9. That is a nice place to shoot the heavies as they come and push through the blimp area. So let's go over there and we'll see what we can find. Excalibur overall is a fun tank to play. It's a challenge to get the missions complete for the most part. There are some difficult ones, but in the end, if you can get it, it's definitely worth getting, and don't just let it sit in your garage as a collector's item collecting dust. Give it a try. Play it out. Play it like you play your normal TDs, and see how you do. It is definitely a tank that I recommend and enjoy playing. I didn't used to think that way about it, but I played a couple more matches and ended up enjoying it quite a lot. Now this spot here is really good because you've got this tree right here in front that will give you cover and concealment, so what you can successfully shoot the heavies and other tanks that come around the blimp, as long as your team does not push through the blimp. If your team pushes through the blimp, they're going to hold the enemy team behind the blimp line, and you just won't get any shots. So you have to make sure your team knows that you're here and to let the enemy team push through the blimp. Then they can get their damage off, as well as allow you to give them support and help take out the enemies. I've seen this play work several times to great success. The only time it does not work is if your team pushes past the blimp like this VK has. He's pushed back past the blimp. You cannot support this VK3002M at all. But all these other guys, as long as they stay back behind this line and draw the enemies back with them, you can get good shots off. So I'm letting the friendly team know that, hey, you know, don't keep pushing, let them come. But nothing is happening. They've all pushed through, and there's only 2 other enemy tanks on that line. So sitting in that spot at this point is pointless. There's no chance I'm going to get any more damage because they're able to push through. There's only the M4A3 and the Hellcat back there. So it's time to reposition it if I want to get some more shots on stuff, because we've pretty much won the 890 area. So I push up to the hill B8 there, using these trees, hoping to get some nice spots off at the center, but there's nothing there. So time to reposition again. So far, 3 minutes into the game, and I've done a whole lot of 0. Let's see if we can't salvage this match into something a little bit more enjoyable, a higher score. So I've decided to move to the center, and I can see there's a Type 58 pushing through the castle, and he's pushing through fast, but he just took a big hit. So what else can we do? Can we get a shot on him? I put a shot there and missed. I didn't have a silhouette, so I don't know why I shot. Another shot, miss. Nope, but I've got a silhouette this time. He falls back, and he's dead. A whole 119 points of damage. You gotta start somewhere. So obviously we've won the right side of the map, so it's time to make sure that we don't lose the left side of the map. So I'm going to go to this good campy bush here at the top of the center, because there's going to be guys camping here in the middle in these trees here. It's just a matter of when they're spotted, not if, or if they're spotted, not when, because they are there. Guarantee you, as we've only seen a handful of tanks still in the match. So it's now 6-5 as the enemy is slowly clawing their way back. Their M6 pushed a little bit too aggressive and got smashed by the guys camping along the A1 spot I managed to spot an SU-100 as he crosses out in the open on the outside of the castle, so I put 1 shot into him and 2 shots into him as he falls into the little ravine to try and get away from my shells. And the SU-100Y is going to make quick work of that M6 right away here. Time to go spot. We've got a lot of their guys still in the castle, so it's time to go see what we can see. And there's the SU-100 there, trying to escape the ravine. I know he's going to get. I'm going to get a shot sooner or later when he sees him. And there we go. Got the shot and takes him out of the match. There's kill number 2 so far in the match. And as I said, the SU-100Y took out... Oh no, the M6 is still alive. So I'm hoping that somebody falls back and I can get shots through the doorway there. But that SU-100Y looks like he's going to try and snipe the side of that M6. Is the M6 going to push through the doorway though? This would be a mistake, and he does, and I steal the kill on that SU-100Y, but kill's a kill. Oh, I get spotted by the KV-85, who was sitting in the middle, like I said. And we'll put a shot in him. 1 shot, and 2 shots. Using the bushes to my advantage to keep me concealed. There's 3 shots, and he's now fallen back down the slope. And the rock there. Hoping to see what I can do for more damage. Up to 1,000 damage, which is good, and 3 kills. Feeling good about this match. We're 9-7. Still able to lose this one, but we're hoping that things all stay kosher for our team. We managed to get the T-78 spotted, and the KV-85 are still there in the center, just on the opposite sides of the slope, so I don't have any good shots on him. But I am full health. And we gotta see how this is going to play out. T-34-85 is going to see about getting spots once he completes his traversing through the castle. And, well, it's just a waiting game now at this point. I don't want to YOLO in, because YOLOing in would kill me, because I won't be able to turn around and get tanks that flank in behind me, and that T-78 is a speedy little tank, and he could definitely do that. Once tanks get behind me or behind my turret traverse, then I'm done and it is over. And I'd rather not make a silly mistake at that point in the game. So I am taking my time, letting the other tanks get the spots off, letting the other team make the mistakes to push into us. We're in good positioning right now. We've got a Hellcat in the center. If they poke over that way towards the 8 line, we've got the T-34-85 on the left. If they push into the 1-2 side, and we've got a Jackson sitting at the back doing absolutely nothing. So we're hoping that we can get some spots off. They still have a light tank who is YOLOing up the blimp side of the match, and I don't think he's going to survive much longer. So the T-34-85 is going to push forward a bit. And I think he gets spotted here. I'm not fully sure if I remember or not if he gets spotted or not. He's playing it cautious as well too, knowing that those 2 guys were last spotted on that section of the map. Because if he exits the castle, he can definitely get spotted. So the AMD 178B gets taken out by the KV-2 over on G8, which is a good place. And now the enemy team is down by 2. They got 2 TDs, 2 arty, and a heavy tank. And we know where pretty much all those guys are, except for 1 SPG, or 2 SPGs and the TD. Now, this tank has pretty good view range, and it's a good crew trainer too. If you're going up the British tank destroyer lines, you can definitely use this to train your tanks. One of the arties on the enemy team is making a bold play up the little river creek there. Not sure what his thought process is there, but he's definitely making a move in order to lose his life and send himself back to the garage. And I don't quite have spots in him, but I see the KV-85, and oh, he's made a mistake. He's pulled back behind that rock, but also my positioning a little bit further more to the left has allowed me to get at least 1 shot in on him. He's down to 1 shot now if I don't low roll, and we don't low roll, and we take him out. That's kill number 4. So now we're up by 3 tanks. 4 tanks. Feeling pretty confident that we can't lose this one now. It's time to put the pressure on and see what we can get done. So the T-78 is still in that spot. He pushes on me, and I put a shot into him and fall back. Still got to be cautious because there is still 1 SPG in the match. The reticle bloom is having some sort of little hiccup there or whatever, but I see here. I bounce off his turret, which is a stupid move. There's the last TD, the Jägerpanzer IV. He's moved up to the middle. So I've got 2 tank destroyers in front of me. What is a guy to do? Well, the T-78 has now pulled back a little bit, but the turret on this thing... Oh, and he takes me shot. The turret on this thing is pretty good. Look at that turn. Take him out for kill number 5. T-78 is now distracted by the Hellcat who gets killed. And I go in, try to go for the ram, but I didn't get the ram. The T-78 is tracked and take him out, doing a nice little wide circle there using the turret angling to my advantage. The score is now 14-9. I've got 6 kills, just the M44 left. I don't need to worry about doing anything else in this match. We've got others in the game that can definitely take out the SPG. I just wanted to get Artie safe behind that rock, and I mostly did. He just splashed me a little bit, but it's time to go and move forward and see what we can do. 1 more tank remaining. The KV-2 is a one-shot. I am a one-shot. This SPG is not going to have more than 1 chance to shoot everybody, and the KV-2 takes him out. So in the end of that match was a Master Badge 2nd class, as well as the top gun for the 6 kills. A total of 1,909 points of damage. So 2 really good games in the Excalibur. It is definitely a good tank, and I hope you do get a chance to give it a try. Don't let it just sit in your garage being unused. Give it a try. I'm Hijak. I hope you guys have enjoyed this double video replay today. I do this each and every Sunday with a new video, so don't forget to smash the subscribe button down below. Click the bell icon so you get notified when I upload the next video. And also you can catch me on Twitch. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Links will be in the video description. Hope you all have a great day and take care, and I'll see you on the next one.